Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Marathon Mondays with Mal. I was just really taking a look at this coach. 1407 in production the last couple weeks. We're going to check out the progress of this coach before it goes to audit. There's so much happening inside. Let's walk around the coach and then let's go inside. If you look over here, they're doing a lot of talking about making sure that everything gets wrapped up and continues to move forward. 1407 scheduled for delivery probably early June, but this is an exciting coach because this is the 2 full baths and the bunks. Let's go around this side first before we go inside. And I know we've been focusing on this coach over the last couple of weeks, but it's one of those things where you really want to keep an eye on the things that we're working on as we're wrapping it up and getting it towards audit. And sometimes it really surprises a lot of people in production how quickly things get buttoned up. You see they're working on the plumbing bay over here. We won't get too much in Sam's way over here, but they are literally working on the plumbing bay, which is always a nice thing to see. And there's the generator bay. And I do know that this coach is going to be headed over to post-production for the bays. We're going to have slide-out trays, barbecues, and I believe a refrigerator installed in the bays, and those get done on the other side of the building. We are actually on the east side of the headquarters here, and it'll head over to the west side of the building for the post-production items, which are the underbelly add-ons, which are slide-out trays and anything that goes in those slide-outs. All right. So let's, it's almost break time here on the production floor, so let's go inside and check out what's going on. Look at that, you guys, right there. Isn't that pretty? There's the co-pilot seat. Ventilated, so that means it's cooled and heated. Also massage features. Beautiful choice in leather colors. Excellent. Come on up, Shane, let's take a look. So if you look right here on the curb side or on the patio side, what you have here, see how long this sofa is? And granted, the cushions are not in here. The cushion backs are. But what you've got here is a queen-size sleeper sofa, which is really nice. So it's going to be more than a jackknife. It's going to be very comfortable for sleeping. And I wanted to pull this down because it's got beautiful leather on the backs. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Absolutely beautiful. I was talking with John Farley, the head of our upholstery team this morning, and they really came together to make that look nice. That's so beautiful. And with all the other lighter colors, it's going to be so beautiful offset because the dinette, which is over here on the driver's side, is also going to have a full leather setup, leather seats and leather backs. And I know that John finished those over the weekend also and is going to be installing those later today. And this is another thing that was added on over the week is the actual tabletop of the dinette. And a lot of people really like to see that static TV over the dinette there. And as you can see on the floor, this floor protectant is all going to be coming up here within the next week. Yeah, Fisher Paykel. My favorite choice over the Sub-Zero. I know that historically Marathon and other converters have used Sub-Zeros, and a lot of them have gone to the Fisher Paykel. I prefer this. I prefer the double doors. I also prefer how much room you get in here. And I also like how bright it is. I always have felt the Sub-Zero is such a nice refrigerator, but it's dark. It's darker. The LED lights, which is such a simple thing to talk about, but the LED lights of the Fisher Paykel is such a nice add. In a coach that has 2 showers, 2 full baths, not just showers, 2 full baths and bunks, a queen sleeper sofa, a dinette that extends out so that 6 people can comfortably sit, you still get this massive pantry. So right next to the refrigerator, you've got this pantry with 7 washer dryer here, 7 pantry cabinets here. They're actually slide outs. Tons of storage over here in the galley. More storage here. It's and something we talk about a lot on the show is utilization of space. Man, I love it. Into the bunks here. These are static bunks and 2 full showers. We won't go all the way to the back. You can see they're working on that back shower right now, so we won't go all the way to the back, but you can actually get a sneak peek of what the showers are going to look like right through there. It's just beautiful. I'm really excited to see this coach completed, you guys. Fantastic. So, with about 2 weeks to go, this is what the coach looks like. A lot is going to happen in the next 2 weeks. A lot's going to happen this week, quite frankly, and I know this morning they're actually going to pull the slides all the way in, and it's part of testing how they test certain things that are already installed in the coach. All right, let's boogie on out. It always amazes me how our design team can deliver something so spacious when you're fitting all of this into a 45-foot bus conversion. And this is a floor plan that we've never done before. This is a brand new floor plan for Marathon. 2 full baths and bunks in a quad slide Marathon. Fantastic. And when we get completed, of course, we'll jump in here and we'll take a look at everything as it's done. But I just wanted everyone to see today kind of where it looks like with 2 weeks to go. All right, let's head on out here. And I think we've got a little bit of time. Shane, do you mind if we go across the production floor? Let's walk this way. Since we're live, we might as well show a couple of other coaches in production. I got an email from the customer on 1410 a while back, and he said, hey, if you don't mind, while you're on the production floor, show my coach. So let's walk in and check the progress on 1410. And that's the power of doing, oh, look at that. Now, and I know the stairway is done and covered, but you can't see it. Look at that indirect lighting. Also, one of the cooler factors of the new H3 from Marathon is how that stairwell is slightly tilted towards moving your way in to the left or towards the back of the coach. And with that lighting like that, I think it's so pretty. And as we walk into 1410, double slide H, you'll see it's a completely different setup than the quad slide 1407 that we just walked out of. But 2 recliners here. This cabinet is going to have a TV that comes up, or a televator, and below it's going to have a fireplace. Love that. And I believe there is going to be a sofa over here on the other side of the slide out. And you can see, if you peek right down there, watch your step there, Shane. There's the slide out right down there. That slide out is being worked on as it's on the floor, and you can see there's going to be a sofa and a L-shaped expanding dinette. So about a month and a half before this coach is completed, that will get reinstalled where Shane or the camera is right now, and that's the slide out. And so that's how we do the work on it. And as you can see, they're working on the floor back there. So a lot of progress in 1410. And I see the dash is in on the driver's side, but not in yet over here on the co-pilot side. But I can see the laminate color is that pretty gray. You can see that right here on this cabinetry. It's gonna be so nice. All right, well, we got a couple more minutes. Let's walk this way, you guys. Hope everyone had a good weekend. It's always nice to end the Mother's Day weekend, come into the production floor and see what has changed over the last couple of days. And it's my honor to share it with you guys. And for those of you who are watching on YouTube, I appreciate you guys also. Let's take a look in here. Let's go up here, Shane. We're not going to go too far in. This is coach 1413. This is a custom quad. This coach is a coach that we're going to show throughout production. We'll periodically come in here over the next several months, but I want you to get kind of an idea of what it looks like today. The ceiling is in, the wire poles are in, so they're working on the wiring right now. The wiring takes quite a bit of time, but if we go back out the entry door, you will see what the guys are working on this side. At least they were on Friday. And this is one of the things that happens on the production floor. Looks like they're done on this side. This is such a beautiful paint job. But they were working on the cut and buff of this paint job. This is something that they will do twice while it's in production. So after the paint, they let it cure for a while, and then they bring it down here and they do a cut and buff, and you can really see, at least in person, maybe not on camera, how much sparkle this paint job really truly has right now. And so that's what's going on this coach. That's 1413. Hey. So it's a busy Monday morning. It is break time right now, so it's quieted down a little bit down here. But so just to recap, we looked at 1413, that beautiful quad right there. 1410, the double slide over there that is probably got about a month and a half to go, maybe a little bit more. And then of course 1407, that really exciting new floor plan from Marathon. Be yourself and do good things, guys. We're gonna get out of here. Have a good week. I mean, we got so much going on. The summer is about to hit Oregon, and so come and visit us for a tour and get a good idea on why you should be in a marathon too. Take care, everybody.